the real part of my becoming an artist was when my grandson and I used to doodle on the floor at home. And I met an artist by the name of T.J. Reddy who gave me some of the things that he was creating with. And I took it home after going to Lowe's in 1998. And I started to paint, and I painted every evening when I got off from work. And at the end of that week, I had 7 pieces done. And just painting about things that I remember growing up in the 40s as a little girl on a farm.
Wow. So you started, I guess, in the 90s, so I guess it was a little bit further into life. You weren't like a young person doing art.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That is honestly an amazing story. Wow. I love that. Because it just goes to show you, like, art doesn't really have an age on it. As long as you know, when you find it, you express yourself and you do it. I love that. For me, I guess you saying doodling, that's all I did growing up. I was in school, I did my work. I would do my work quickly, but all the rest of those pages, after that one page of work, all drawing and doodles.
Yeah, that's what I did. I doodled. I went to a 4-room school that didn't have indoor plumbing, and it didn't have water inside, didn't have a cafeteria. But when we finished our work, and it was called reading, writing, arithmetic, and all of those things that you don't use now.
Yes.
Instead of saying science, it was geography.
Yes.
And all of those things were done. They would allow us free time if you had finished your work. And I have a friend who I went to school with, and she said that you would draw bunnies and pass it across the room for us to color. And so my bunnies and my butterflies and my bees is what I started doing in 3rd grade.
So you said you went to a 4-room school. What exactly does that mean? And was it segregated or integrated?
It was segregated. It was for black students. Actually, it was for African Americans who lived in areas and there was no place to get education, and it was called Rosenwald School. And those schools were designated for freed slaves. Started out with no desk, nothing electric in the room but the light that hung from the ceiling. That was it.
From then to now, what would you say is the biggest difference? And how do you feel, like, I guess my age and, being young, like, how do you feel about the generations coming now?
I'm scared. I am honored to be a part of, but some things frighten me when I see so many cars and taking the ozone layers of our breathing.
I guess, do you have any final words or final thoughts with, being honored as a monument here? And overall, what would you like to impart as, a legend in this city? You may not know it, but I like to speak for myself and a lot of people who do know you, that we really do honor and respect you and thank you for being who you are. As a living legend, those who know, are, not an ancestor yet, but those who have paved the way for, where I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I couldn't make the strides that I am in the city had you not been on the corner looking at that, sitting on that oak tree, and still here today and making your art and making waves. So I thank you. But yeah, what are your final thoughts?
I'll just say to everyone who come through, respect. And that's it.
And that's all.